And that's what we're going to do today. And unfortunately, the commissioners that wanted to put the large amount of sum of money in voted no for that. That's basically what happened. I have nothing else to say about it.
Excuse me, I have a follow-up question, please. I didn't realize you were talking about that.
Well, we're going to leave public comments after the meeting.
Do you still want to use the microphone? They can still use the
It
microphone.
doesn't matter, I can ask you, that's all I want to know. I listened in on that meeting, and I had an informal conversation just now with Commissioner Raven. On the proposal from the county, and I know you may or may not be able to comment on the two members who are not here, Winters and Carlo, who I want to make a statement about it. So we pay these we pay you five commissioners?
No,
No.
we're not
Okay,
paid.
but you get voted on, I believe.
We're elected officials, exactly.
People vote and they expect people to then participate and be at these meetings. So I'm making a public statement. I don't understand why they're not here. I think they should be here.
Yep.
Frankly, those are the two people I'd like to talk to.
Because they're not on the microphone.
And why I say
They're not hearing it.
and specifically regarding the county proposal regarding an offer to the firemen if they wanted to early retire, which to me made a tremendous amount of sense.
Thank you.
Tremendous savings. I thought you did an excellent job of presenting that, okay? And
Excellent.
then somebody abstained.
I did.
I, for the life of me, I can't understand how, somebody could abstain. I'd like to just understand that.
All right, I will explain that to you because that's about me.
I asked them all to mute.
The, right, that
If
you
he's going
could
to
be
speak,
heard.
he needs to go to one of the microphones.
All right, and we have to, this will be the last thing, and then we have to do the meeting and then go to public comments. That's why we took the list. I abstained because I have a son on the list. Commissioner Winters and I have children on the list. And when the buyout, which saves a huge amount of money, Stu and myself had done a CBA that everybody was happy with. We know that every new firefighter that we hire is going to cost the district $131,000 less. That's what Jamie has figured out for us. So if you pay $1,000 to the buyout, you're gaining $100,000. It's a no-brainer.
Right.
I would have voted for it in a second, except for there was an email when it was suggested saying, I can't vote on that because it intimates that I'm going deeper into the list. In other words, I didn't write that email, but that was directed to the board. So I take the message. I'm going to be accused of going deeper into the list if I vote for the buyout. And therefore, I'm doing it unjustly because, you know, we sent it to Ethics Council. We had Ethics Council decide. Ethics Council said, as long as your son is not in consideration for the job, you can vote. But the next day, that email came out that says, no, that could be interpreted as digging deeper into the list.
That one is purposely giving a buyout so that he or she can reach his or her daughter on a list that might not otherwise make it.
So I had to abstain. That's why I had to abstain from hiring. I don't know how a commissioner can say that offering a buyout is digging deeper into a list, but hiring isn't.
So let's say, okay, I don't want to debate this too much, but it made so much sense to me that I was like, why would somebody abstain? I couldn't fathom it. I did think of that, but I said, even if somebody had a son in there, so what? Let the firefighter decide whether he wants to take the buyout or not. Just makes the offer.
Absolutely.
We're not talking about signing off on this thing. It's already been done at the county level. And what are these guys doing?
And you want us
We
to try
agree
and
with you
save some-
100%. It's just an unfortunate situation where we have to guard ourselves against false accusations. So we'll send this to Ethics Council.
And somebody rejected, somebody voted no. So then my question to them would be, why'd you vote no?
2 people voted no, I thought, or 1. Yeah. Well, they're not here. Both of those commissioners did not come today. Hopefully they'll come to the next meeting and you can ask them.
Well, I'm calling them out on it, so I'd like to know.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
people online are
Thank
complaining
you
they
for
can't
your
hear.
question, for your
If you don't go to
input.
the microphone, nobody can hear you,
So,
so it's like half a
treasurer's
meeting.
report. Jamie?
Just ask at the end.
Thank you, sir. I don't want to be cutting everyone off, but we did designate comments for the end.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Please.
Try and move through this quick.
So at today's meeting, we are